Hello everyone and thank you for joining me. Today it's a little bit of a kind of a lazy day. Been sick for a couple of weeks. Lately seems like something keeps flying around waiting to get a hold of me. So I've kind of been lazy, to be honest, and so no close-up shots of the fountain pen that I'll be using today. So for today's attempt at hopefully making some nice scribble, I will be using the HongDian 618 fountain pen. I was thinking to go with the other newer version, the C1, but since everyone's been making a review of it lately, I think I'll hold on a little bit more on it. I'll just shove it in a drawer, and whenever I remember I have it, I'll take it out and, talk about it. Anyway, back to today's tool. I had this fountain pen for a while now, about 2 years or so, but never really used it for a drawing yet. Going quickly through it. Very nice, elegant shape. One thing that always trips me is that this cap looks like a pull-push cap, but it's actually a twist cap. Every time I pick it up, I feel like removing the cap by pulling on it, but unfortunately no, that's not the case. Speaking of the cap, it's a pretty nice cap. Twist into place, very nice, very smooth. I do like the two-tone of the fountain pen, the gunmetal and the black body of the pen. Again, twist very nicely. Clip it's a little bit stiff, not that good to use, but works pretty nicely. One thing that I like about it is that you can actually post the pen very nice and very secure, and makes it for a pretty lengthy fountain pen, and it's actually well balanced. I like it. One thing that I do like about the fountain pen is the section. It has a pretty snazzy section, just like the 617 version. I believe that was an imported. The only difference is that it has the design slightly different. I still like that shape of the section. It's really nice, in my opinion. And the weight of the pen, unposted, it's towards the nib, which I really like. And with the cap posted, it's actually quite neutral, well balanced. Hooded fountain pen, just like the C1, but I have to admit I kind of like this one better. I like the design of it. The only thing that I don't like that much is the clip is very stiff on it, which is not good, and the fact that you have to twist the cap. I would have loved to push the cap, but other than that, well, it's more of an inconvenience rather than dislike. Other than that, this fountain pen is actually pretty great. I do like the O-ring that it has in there, and the converter that it comes with it. I already used it. I already did my writing sample, as you can see from the corner of the video. Speaking of, the corner of the video, for today I decided to use the Iroshizuku Fuyu-Syogun ink. It's been a while since I used it, and I'm hoping that it will be a good pairing for today, or at least I was thinking it might be a good pairing before I did the writing sample. I like it how well it posts, it's really nice. One thing that I'm always impressed by HongDian fountain pens is that they can build a nice true extra fine nib. I mean, I don't know if they actually do anything with their nibs or they just use them as they come from factory. I doubt they make their own nibs, but I could be wrong. After I inked the fountain pen and I did the writing test, I realized that maybe an actual black ink would have been better. This ink on the paper, or at least on the Muji paper that I have, works very well, but because of the very fine line, you can barely see the small letters that I have made on the paper, especially since my writing is pretty small in size. Flow is very good on the nib with an almost perfect line for drawing, And the cherry on top of this nib is that on reverse, it's still working pretty well and with an even slightly finer line, which hopefully will come in handy. Not sure if all the nibs on these models does a similar line, but so far I like it and I cannot really complain about it at all. So, well, with that said, this is the fountain pen. I'm not gonna waste too much time on it. I'll just pretty much slowly slip in into the drawing mode, and well, I'll let you know what I think of this fountain pen eventually, and yeah, see you on the other side, I guess. For today's scribble, I finally managed to follow my own advice from last time. I started with a pencil and moved it around until I started to feel some sort of shape, and once I thought I got something that I like, I just went for it and, well, tried to have some fun with it. So lately, I've been in a weird state of mind. I don't know if it's because of weather or me being sick for the past 2 weeks or so, but I feel like giving up on pretty much everything. Like, literally everything. Not a good state of mind, I guess. Feels like no matter what I do is pointless in the end. I do have to admit I kind of pushed myself to start doing the drawing and the video for today more than I did last week. Eventually though, I did cut myself running and going, and once I did, I have to say I had fun. But it's hard to get into, well, getting it going, I guess. As such, lately, in order to push myself for the past 2 weeks or so, I tend to put a lot of YouTube running in the background to motivate me and start drawing. And the videos that I've been stuck on are the ones from Steven Zapata and his live drawing sessions. Funny guy and a great artist in my opinion, and teacher, I guess. I believe he's teacher from what I understand. And if you don't know him, check him out. You might like his style and thinking. I think because of watching his videos, I kind of started to slip into these drawings or oddly scribble shapes and focus more on fluid forms and, well, I guess weird monsters. I might keep on going on this theme for a while. It's like I kind of see a lot of potential on creating a lot of interesting things with it, well, from my perspective at least, and I think I'll explore this side of things a little bit more. Maybe eventually, hopefully, maybe trying to push it to a more realistical side. If not, I'll just keep it as a scribble. It's much easier and I don't have to think too much about it. We'll see how things will progress in time. Oh, and Pete, he gets me going as well with his kind support and funny videos. Last one cracked me up a lot. Keep at it, Pete. I love your videos. Going back to my scribbles that I've been doing lately, I think that all of my monsters shapes so far, if I really think about it, are kind of inspired by nature and the shapes you can find in nature. I just take them out of my mind, I guess, and slap a set of eyes on them. As I said last time, I guess you can slap a set of eyes on pretty much everything and you see and you call it a monster. Speaking of monsters, this one that I'm doing today has 3 eyes on it as well, or 6 if you count. The other side you cannot see. Does it even have the other side? I don't know, maybe it is only 3. I have no idea why I'm stuck with this number of odd looking eyes, no meaning behind it I think. Maybe just lazy storytelling on my side. Maybe next time I will try and do something with even more eyes. Or no eyes at all? Now that I'm thinking about it, I think some of the photos that I took at the beginning of this year might become a source of inspiration for some future oddities as well. Maybe next week I will try and use one of them as a source of inspiration. Maybe. We shall see if I get out of this state of mind where I just want to give up. It's like ideas do flow, just the body and mind refuses to do anything about it physically. Because I guess it's easier to just dream about things. Anyway, not trying to depress you with my whatever state I'm going through, so I'll try to move away from the topic and, well, talk more about the pen. Which, by the way, I mean, it's a good fountain pen. Cannot really complain about it. It does lines and it does what you need it to do, and for that I personally cannot fault it at all. I do like how it feels in hand, and I had no fatigue that I can remember about using it. I do love that section, like a lot actually. So, like everything, as long as the shape and size fits your style and preference, I think this is quite a nice fountain pen to consider for writing or drawing. I don't see it too expensive, but then again, expensive it's basically relative to everyone's situation. I guess the most important part is that as long as the nib works, at least just as good as mine does, I think it should be okay. And even if the nib doesn't work that good, the great part about it is that these nibs are dirt cheap if you really look to buy some more of these, and easy to order and replace with something else. I was actually thinking that maybe a 14K nib on this pen would work quite well. I'd put one on it if I would have one, and if I would be able to find one for dirt cheap. For now, it works okay with this one. So yes, I guess in conclusion, good fountain pen if you like to consider it. Personally, I have no issues recommending it, and I have seen a few of them only on AliExpress though, on the official HongDian store if you care to have a look at it. And I think that's about it for my ramblings today. I'll try and be in a more cheerful state next time. I hope I'll be able to. If not, I will just keep the talking, I guess, to a little as possible. I don't want to try and depress anybody in here. So I guess I'll let you enjoy the rest of the Scribble in peace and quiet if you want to. And if you do, well, watch it until the end. I definitely appreciate it. It does help tremendously. And if you have any other comments, as usual, leave them below and I will try and reply to them as soon as I get a chance. I wish you all the best and a wonderful day or night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.